in the pit.
Raven. Try to enter a little. Well, yeah, equal speed.
So far, no mistakes. Just synchronizing, adapting.
I have little moments where I lose you out of sight, but
Yeah, me too.
yeah, that happens. So here's where I often go wrong and get a bit too greedy.
Yeah, we're climbing. If you climb like this, right?
Sorry,
Then we are climbing, right? And we are separated. Basically, we are working for potential energy right now. So, not pulling at all. We're trying to reset the fight on high altitude. So we have to meet with the speed accordingly to that, at preferable better. So I see you still climbing, which is good. I can't, but I use that just to get a little speed here, nose down. And now it depends how fast you get your nose down and enter the constraint 2 circle, right? So and you entry, like I would go low wing attack, like I would make a split as in my low wing right now if I would be you, but I'm not sure if you can.
stay on
My
the
problem-
inside of your circle then.
My problem is like I need enough speed to come up like this, what I'm doing right now, but that costs me a lot of time to get that speed, so it equalizes again. And we are really high, basically really sensitive on the stick. Watching my Mach numbers instead of my knots here in the MRM missile mode. At those altitudes, at those speeds, I take the Mach as reference and not the other one. Right now I'm 0.7 Mach, which is good speed. But my heart says 240, which is like misleading. Oh my god, it's slow, right? Yeah. I don't know what your game plan is, but
Neither do I.
we dancing around each other extended. None of us wants to bite commit too much too early, as it looks for now. Right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be smart. I just don't see a position where I can do that yet.
Nor do I. I only can stick to the books for now. Turning room, it's also like, when do I compress and when do I open turning room according to the speeds? Like, we are working for entry right now. We are not fighting each other, we are fighting for that entry position.
For the entry point, yeah, absolutely.
For this one point where this thing starts, we're floating right now. I think I found it. Maybe.
Yeah, you did. Right there.
That's reverse. That's a D-turn, yeah. Dangerous D-turn. Yeah, because of that. Because of that, it was a very dangerous D-turn. So now the flirting ends and the fucking begins, I guess.
Well, we're both fucked, so I don't think it's gonna go in.
Yeah.
We're both fucked ourselves over.
Trying to go to high
Like
6,
in English.
not towards you. Okay, you're pulling up bleeding, I'm trying to unload. Unload. Just stay high, that's all I want. Okay, nose down first. Yep. Speed first. There we go. Redefining fight before you can get speed back, if possible. I need turning room here over the top before, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah, this one. That's what I meant. The split as to the lowing, right?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, like this cutting angles with roll rate, and also accelerating while getting angles. Oh, I hit even. Holy shit. Not turning into you because it could be one circle, that's why I let you pull and then I go high 6.
Yeah, you got my fuel tank though, so I think I'm done. It just never got to the point where I could go into a proper 2-circle in this fight, so I couldn't really apply what I tried to learn yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is, I mean. Maybe we end up in the next one on 2 circles. Usually I really try to avoid 2 circles. Because unless they're in my favor, right? Sometimes they do happen because, but yeah.
Yeah, unless you are from the start in a favorable position, and
then 2 circles is nice.
It can be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Like if you don't see that advantage early on in the fight, there's no use trying to push it.
Yeah. Why should I go into commitment constrainment neutral, which I'm getting hard out of, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's try to turn this fight into something different. I'm in.
I'm coming. The scenery is so beautiful, huh?
No, the sun
Like the sundown. Really close to each other, so it's a kind of fucked up match. Climbing more, so I let you climb. And now I try to pull higher than you without losing weight. That's, yeah, here. Now I am pumping, right now, and not before. I saved all my energy for this pull. Right? Because you go oblique more vertical than I, so I let you do it, and I conserve enough energy to reply to your game plan in the right way at your weak spot, weak time point. That is basically what I do a lot often. Like let him do what he wants to do, and then show me your cards, basically.
Continuous advantages.
Yeah, you have to neutralize it.
Yes.
Or change it. Yeah, like that, exactly. Now I know you go vertical below my 6 if you have the energy, which you have, Oh, you don't? Okay. I thought you go vertical my 6 because you made a split S gaining energy. So I thought maybe he comes up, you passed me below and comes up vertical behind me. That was what I was expecting, but you didn't do it. Every time a jet dives like this, I know, oh, he has a lot of juice for a really aggressive climb. I heard you guys a little bit yesterday, but I didn't really hear what you guys were talking about. I just saw you and Sticky flying and training.
It was mainly me just learning to keep my nose up in the fight and just observe him as he's in the lower part, because I was giving him a lot of space in the lower part, and I was sort of scared to get committed. You know, when like now, I'm scared to stay committed. And sort of, I float up too high, and I just give the other guy too much time to regain his energy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing the same. I'm also because we are 20,000 feet, and our speeds. I mean, what else you can do other than slowly working for it? There is no point right now for you or me to enforce anything. Right? Maybe a little bit if you dive like this, so I can lead turn into you. Like this. But then I have risk that you pull in and shoot as well, right? So... always two sides to the coin. Now I know you will climb. J dive. So you gained the angles, but you don't have much time to do something with it, because I'm back at 460 and can pump back the G's. There we go. Getting lighter too. Another thing. That's judgment. Bad aiming. Jesus, are you fast. You unloaded really nicely.
What's that?
You unloaded really nicely. Like, Jesus, is he fast.
Yeah, I used that opportunity, that little opportunity at the top. That when you were turning back into me, I just accelerated away. But I'm not sure whether I really do have more energy than you at this stage.
You had, but I had enough time to compensate and accelerate before I come up, so I do have really crazy closure right now.
Yeah, I think that was too risky for me.
Yeah, it was a gamble, but I had too much time to just adjust to it.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try to set up a bit more.
Try everything. I just adapt.
One more.
I'm basically just adapting right now. You have your game plan. I'm just adapting, trying to see. Okay, he wants to do that. Okay, what can I do?
Yep.
I really hate merging so close, because it's hard to look over my shoulder and see what the guy is doing, right? Like so quick. A little bit of turning, like here I can easily watch what he's doing. Okay, oblique. I have to get to that rear quarter of you here with my energy. You climb, I unload. You keep climbing, I unload. And vertical to your high 6. Now the question is how we meet up there with what kind of turning potential. There we go. Neutralized again. Ish. That's a up, down, down, up merge, so that means something. That means gravity will work against you, which I can maybe exploit. And a surprise deceleration. Okay, you have more potential. I have to unload. I cannot follow up, but I can unload and gain a lot of speed and then come up. While you hang up on the straps there.
It wasn't for that fucking cloud in the way.
I am
Right.
look
It's
240.
useless. I have no idea where you are.
240.
Yeah, okay, but where?
Over the cloud now. You're under the cloud.
This ruined the cloud destroyed my game plan.
Okay, I'm at 26,000 and I'm heading 06. I'm above you, right above you. Okay, 25,000 heading 06. And I'm just above it. Like, knock it off, knock it off. You see me? I'm flaring.
No.
Look east.
Oh yeah, there. Oh yeah, there.
Okay, I'm coming back now. But I don't see you now, which is okay. You gotta see. Okay, I see you. If not, I have my RWR. There we go. You know what I'm missing really badly in DCS? In dogfight override mode, right? Where you have the vertical scan
Yeah.
in your HUD and the gun cross and the vertical line below that. Usually in BMS there is a AA, like aspect angle. AA 12, because sometimes you cannot see with your eyes, is it cold or hot or what, right? But this AA always tells you 180, 00, 09, right? And that's missing in this DCS version.
I'm not sure. I don't know, but although I think it depends on which version of F16 we're talking about.
Probably.
Yeah, because I remember seeing that AA, the aspect angle. I remember seeing it in the HUD, and on some versions it has it, some others it doesn't.
It's very handy because it tells you what the aspect angle is. Oh, he's head on, or he's cold, right? So, but sometimes you don't see those pixels. I mean, you don't see the silhouette, you know. Well, you can also look down on the FTR. That also works, right? So
Yeah.
that also works.
Otherwise.
Lead the energy up, gain the energy down. Left vector high wing, unload it. Your nose comes down for speed. My nose pulls for angles a little bit. Nose down for speed. Like in those up and down obliques and slices, slicebacks, like basically we are two circling but up and down, right? Basically like with gravity against gravity, with gravity against gravity, and at the same time you're turning versus each other, against each other, right? So how much you climb, how much you descend, how much I climb, how much I descend, are also variables. I would love to stay high, but I have to dive low 6 here. Sometimes I'm really unload lazy. Sometimes I forget to unload. Unload lazy. Yeah, that reversal is predictable. Oops. Olé.
Just do shitty.
Yeah, well. Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like I made any progress here.
Well, you can tell me what you guys trained. Like, what? I mean, the whole fight you did no mistake.
Wow.
It was all
But,
only where we were basically committed into each other, right? That's where the
yeah, but
problem.
I make no mistake, but I'm also not gaining on you. So basically, we're staying neutral until I run out of fuel. That's just, and we weren't even neutral. You had an advantage on. So.
Yeah, but how can you gain on someone who knows how to handle the jet and it's the same jet? Like you're right?
Yeah.
I mean, you would have to. What you're looking for is to create geometrical premeditative murder, like leading the maneuvering history and making me do things and then punishing me for that without me even knowing, like chessing the
Yeah.
geometry. Instead of
Yeah.
adapting, flying around each other all the time, like having a smart game plan, like making me do this, right? Because it's the right thing for me to do, and then making me follow and then punishing me for doing it. That
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
basically
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you're pushing somebody into actually doing something that they think is the right move, but then you're using that advantage because you.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Like you're leading the fight, so you're actually making them do something, which means they're actually following you, but they think
Yeah.
they're doing the right thing. Yeah.
Not the fight,
All
leading
right. Just
the maneuvering history, but this is really difficult to do. I mean, that's not easy. You have to
just one
sit down.
more. I'd like to try
Yeah,
something
okay.
different.
For that kind of flying, you have to sit down and fly on paper as well. I mean, you know, and then and I don't fly like this every time. Like sometimes I have a brain fart or have an idea, but usually I'm just flying and adapting.
Mm.
Oui, senor. Crazy things in this world. Let me see.
Altitude.
They're stupid and I just made them mega stupid.
Altitude.
Well, in those cases,
I can't fly in this light with these clouds there. It's just I
beautiful.
don't see you half the time. It's just ridiculous. Shall we just respawn because
No, use the radar to find me. Use your radar and RWR to find me because I have to do the same. Like I lost you, and because I lost you, oh, I see you. No, maybe no, I don't. Now I see you. I lost you, and because I lost you, I just left the airspace for 5 miles at least, and came back with my FCR radar, right? Scanning and looking, scanning and looking. Happens sometimes. You just leave that airspace and come back and scan with eyes and radar. The thing is, the problem is, the guy who sees you first can sneak in radar off, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Nails. Okay, I give myself away here. That's where I am.
Yeah, I can see you.
Alright, yes, yeah, okay. Interesting.
Off.
Yeah, 330. 334 G's in the clear, Pepper.
Yeah, you got me basically.
Yeah, I think it was in wing 2, right? Yeah, okay.
Just one more,
That's
sorry
right.
man, I keep pushing, but
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I just can't get into this.
Allow me to roll a cigarette then at least.
Yeah. I just can't get into a situation where I can capitalize on what I've learned.
Do you want me to two-circle with you on purpose?
No, because that beats the purpose then.
I think Stacky is committing early and he stays to it, he sticks to it. I'm not doing this. Maybe that throws you off. Like, I'm trying to float around until I can bite for position, right?
Yeah.
Okay, ready. Stacky is very stick disciplined. He knows his jet, he has a good stick, and he knows his offsets and turn circles and all the cues. So, but he commits and sticks to it for longer, I guess, earlier. Usually. attack fucked it up. Because the attack was a dive entry. You had position on me to settle in and then shoot on me, but you decided to shoot now, right? And dove.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. What's that?
Was a trap. Oh, what a hit.
Yeah. Okay. All right, thank you very much.